Hello and welcome back to A Foreigner and Family in the Philippines. And I am standing just below the crime scene. This is where it all went down. Actually right up in here, and those bananas there, and then along that side of the hill where there were some more bananas, and then even all the way down to the front. So they just came in and went all the way down. The banana thieves came in and just had their way all the way down to the front. And it looks like after looking around a little bit and surveying, there's this little creek here, so I didn't think they would even come across onto this side. But when I saw it, and I've been over here multiple times, so we made it a little bit worse here. But it looked like they had even looked at cutting some down here to make a little walkway there, and then ultimately they just kind of went across the creek there. But there were some issues. I have the fence. There were some issues with the fence, and that's probably what baited it in. But you can see that road, that pathway right there, and that pathway goes all the way up to this new main road. So it could have been anyone from that, although we do have a new neighbor living over here. They've got a little hut home right over there. I guess you can't see it from here. But some fingers have been pointed in that direction. However, I'm not looking to go with that. I'm thinking somebody came down from the path, and that's what I would prefer if that happened. I don't want to have an issue where I've got neighbors stealing from you. That would be a kind of a crappy situation, and one easily rectified. And you can see these red sticks in front of the fence here. That's where I had done the sticking. We were going to do the border trees. Didn't get a chance to get around to it this year. I needed to focus on the fruit trees, and to be totally honest, I should have focused on just the banana instead of the fruit trees, because it would be years from the fruit trees, and right now I don't have years. I had planned on this move here to the Philippines that I would have many years, but just the way things are, the way things panned out, I don't have that kind of time. So we need to produce with some bananas. And I'm just walking along this fence. I mean, it was in very bad shape. I wish I had a before and after shot of it, but I didn't do that unless I got some of it on the other video. But it's funny. It's a transformation, because this was really eaten up over here with weeds, and we kind of opened it up. And went ahead and added 7 additional cement posts here, and then a whole bunch of new bamboo. And we had a couple Madre de Cacao. This one was hanging on by a thread here. It's like it could potentially come back. Another Madre de Cacao here that was alive, which, man, I've just been weeding the fruit trees and the bananas and the border trees, and hadn't gotten into the weeding the Madre de Cacao on the fence. But apparently that's something that needs to get done. This one was fairly healthy. It almost has a couple of branches long enough to take and plant a couple of Madre de Cacao. So, but those sticks are stuck into the ground, and the Madre de Cacao should sprout from that. I just need to come back and weed those a little bit. And down here, oh my goodness. And these guys were absolutely covered. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mahogany trees. That's probably too many mahogany trees that tight. I probably need to go ahead and at least eliminate this one and leave the one on over there, and leave the 3 with a little bit of a better spacing. Although I'm not looking for productive mahogany trees here. I'm just looking for a good effective border tree. So it doesn't matter if those 3 are still tightly spaced. I just think the 5 might be a little tight there. Wow, and this was really grown in with bamboo, and the fence was looking a little rough on that side. So we got that cleared. I think they're adding a few more bamboo to that side. I'm going to go ahead and take a walk over there and look at that. And some of the bamboo up here were pretty rotten. Of the 7 new cement posts that went in, a couple were up there. And they're just going across, adding some more bamboo posts just to, because those bamboo posts don't last too long. But the thing is, you don't have to remove them. Like the old ones are still there, and they still spread out the barbed wire. It's just that they're not structurally or support wise. You just add the new ones in there, and then that helps out quite a bit, hopefully. And so that's that security measure. I'm going to go ahead and post the no trespassing sign here, along with the copy of the report. We filed the police report, filed the report with the barangay, so it's on file. We don't actually have the culprit, but it's good. Apparently that's what you do. You go ahead and get it on file, and then later on, if you catch them, you catch them. And we hadn't had an issue with the bananas in a while. Some other fruits have gone disappearing, but not the bananas. And that way later on, if you do catch the folks, then they're responsible for that. I've got some other, I'm looking at maybe some trail cameras and some other, just patrol them when we're able to, but it's not enough bananas to really have a dedicated patrol coming out here. So yeah, they're behind the durian and then the lanzoni tree there. They're putting in those new, some of the guys are putting in those new bamboo posts, which is great because it was weak over there. In fact, you could tell they were hopping over. They had one of the barbed wires pulled up on top of the other barbed wire. And there's some kids over there in that house that live over there, but we're going to make it clear that this is not where we want to have folks coming. So there's also going to be a no trespassing sign at the top on this side, along with a copy of that police report, just so folks are aware. But I really do think the bandits are coming down from that path I showed you, and the fence was in bad shape there, so it was easy for them to get across. And we've had some reports about some banana that were way too young, and they were, because they came through here a little too early. It was still dark, and they got some great bunches, some of our best bunches on the property. But they also took some that weren't quite ready yet. And there was a place that it was right up here. There's a little fruit stand. And it's like they almost just grabbed them right there and went to that fruit stand. So we're investigating that as well. But it's just whatever you can to try and get the word out and hopefully prevent it in the future here. Now this fence over here, I thought there were going to need to be some replaced over here, but it's actually in really good shape still. I think we had some really mature bamboo, and it's holding up. So it looks pretty good there. I don't know if they're going to add a couple just for maybe down here at the corner next to the bamboo, where it holds a little moisture and gets a little more rot. But that's our update. That's my little update video on the banana bandits, and we'll get back to production. Even this week, on the other side, we do have some bunches that are ready, so we're going to go ahead and just get those harvested so it doesn't become maybe tantalize into the banana bandits and maybe hit the other side, a different plan of attack. So hopefully we'll just nip that in the bud with the fence repair and the filing of the police report, so I can get back to growing, and maybe actually I don't know that I'm ever going to get profitable on it, but at least get to a break-even point. So, well, no, that's not the positive thinking I need to be thinking anyway. It needs to get to But anyway, I'm just joking. So I will go ahead and stop rambling and enter there. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.